thank Don for the opportunity of doing this. I want you to know that I was his second choice. We had somebody else who wanted to do it, but they're out of town on a school outing. So even if I am second, I'm glad to do that. I want you to know that I have known Don and Annette for my entire life. As a matter of fact, Don and I graduated from this school together. How old are we? We're so old that when we used to eat in this cafeteria, we could not sit with the girls. Literally, we had to sit at a different table. As they had assemblies in the gym, we couldn't sit with the girls. There was a dividing line, and the jocks got to sit next to their girls. I never got to sit next to a girl. But it was a great place, and it was a privilege to know Don. Even in high school, he was a great athlete, and he was a nice, nice guy. This is some of the achievements. Now, as I practiced this, and I listed all the achievements, my wife told me she was going to throw a shoe at me after 10 minutes, so I had to abbreviate it a little bit. We created Brain Busters, which was a competition. Many of you might have seen it, where the students would compete against each other, use it as a fundraiser, and it just grew. And it was a great activity for the kids. We got Vale Middle School involved in the Penna Games competition, which was a 5-event math competition. And he coached the team that won the Western Oregon Division one year. He's been a teacher for 31 years, 29 years in Vale. He's been subbing for the last 10 years. He started the junior first, which is prior to first grade for those kids that aren't quite ready to go. He taught it for 11 years and says it was his favorite class. He started the Oregon Trail Invitational, which was a monstrous, monstrous cross-country meet. He had teams from the East Coast, Utah, all up the Hawaiian Islands, and they all came here. And he and James Blackburn worked on a computer program together, and we were the first ones to have a computer program that would total the awards and the events as they went. He was a 2008 state boys track champion coach, and he also wanted me to point out that when I say coach, he has many helpers in his coaching that he takes on his teams. His first coaching assignment was he was 19 years old. He was in basic training for the Air Force. There were some kids that weren't going to be able to get out of basic training unless they improved their times and some physical exercises. He was appointed to get them up to speed. He was told that if they didn't pass, he would spend 2 more weeks in basic training, and they all passed. He was the coach of some kind of relay team in the basic training. They had to run the races in their combat boots and with packs on their back. He's coached the last 20 years at the middle school. And in the middle school, the boys and girls teams were able to win 14 team titles, and 3 of the 6 years they didn't win, they placed second. I have a pile of letters that were written to Don as kids graduated and left and got thinking about their years in high school, about the things that he had done for them. I can speak personally for my children. They enjoyed his program. He was a recruiter. He made the kids feel important. He made them feel like they were part of a team. He encouraged kids that were having trouble in their life to come out for sports. He had one kid that was having trouble, and guy talked him into coming out to wrestle. The kid now teaches and coaches, and is actually coaching his own son. Another one, Tony Parsley, was having some troubles. Ron talked him into coming out for track. Tony excelled in track. Became a champion in the junior college league, and is now a dentist. And he gives a lot of credit to Don Wayne. I had a young girl that's a neighbor of mine that I had watched her through high school, and she had a hard time fitting in. She just had a hard time. And she told me one time she wanted to go out for track. She was an upper Boston. I talked to Don Wayne, and he said sure, so I went back and talked to her, and she wanted to do pole vaulting, which as an upperclassman is a hard thing to pick up.
I came to Vail to teach, I was teaching sixth grade. The referee would see all games to make with extra money. One day I was on bus duty in this Whitewalk Line Middle School. Nice kid. He says, Mr. Wayne, I'd hate to be you. Most kids my age don't like the teachers. And nobody likes referees. I happened to run across his brother here a few months ago. I asked him, what's Dick doing there? Well, he's teaching. He's a head football coach at a 4A school. I bet he still hates referees. Graduated from college back in the early 70s. Teaching jobs were hard to find. The last place I wanted to teach was in Vail. I didn't want to teach because I heard stories about Vinnipeg and Morgan, and it scared me. And I didn't want to teach people's kids that I knew so well, living in the community. I get my sheet of who's going to be in my classroom. There was 2 girls, and dated their big sisters. A teacher's kid I had in high school I didn't like. And 3 or 4 people in there that I worked with their dads during the summer. Ended up being one of the most enjoyable years I ever taught. It was a lot of fun. When Brian and his little gang came out to tell me about this award, I was kind of shell-shocked. I went to the house to tell my wife. I says, you know, what happened? She says, well, what did they want you for? I said, well, they're giving me this citizenship award. I said, I'm not sure why they're giving it to me. She says, I can't figure it out either. You know, I have to thank some people. You know, I got to thank my family. You know, being a coach's wife at any level has got to be one of the worst things in the world to be. I don't know how many hours of keeping scores and ball games, track meets, and stuff that she's had to do. How many hours she's been sitting in the bleachers when maybe my teams weren't doing so well, and listening to all the comments that are being made. And I'm sure my daughters will tell you that the advantages of being a teacher's child is not as great as what most people think. I'm sure they would be happy to give those experiences away sometimes. And I need to think, you know, you talk about these track meets we've won and everything. You know, I was with some other good coaches. It wasn't just me. We worked together. You just don't win awards all by yourself. And you've got to have some good kids. And I've been really blessed to have a lot of good kids to work with. And I appreciate that. And I better thank the Chamber for the early funeral they just gave me. And I say that because, you know, getting along with my age, Letha, right, Letha? We seem to start going to a lot of funerals of friends and relatives. And I often sit there and I wonder, I says, you know, it's a shame that all these people that get up at these funerals and say all these nice things about you when you die. Well, since these things come out in the paper, I have to admit, it's been kind of nice. A lot of people have come up to me and say, hey, I remember what you did this for me, or what you did for my child when they were in school. And that really means a lot, and I'm really grateful. Thank you.